Hey everybody, it's Phil Kerner, the Tool and Die Guy, and with this video today, I want to show you a little project that came across my bench and today. And what I have here is this very large bearing housing that was already shipped to the customer, and they wanted a revision. And what they wanted to have done was have this very big O-ring groove machined into the face of the part. Now this part is about 16 inches in diameter. That's a nickel, not a quarter. And the issue was the width of the O-ring was 0.125 plus or minus 2, so eighth of an inch plus or minus 2. But on the depth, they really wanted a crazy tolerance, plus or minus 1. So it was 92 thousandths deep, plus or minus 1. Well, plus or minus 1 gets my attention. And I threw a piece up on this sub table, and if you guys followed me at all, you've seen the sub table I have built for my vise. I indicated the part around 3 to 4 thousandths, not close enough. Okay, and I could shim the parts up, but that takes too much time. So the solution to this, when this comes up, and this is like the third time in 11 years, what you have to do is take a skim cut over that subplate as it's been mounted into the vise. What that does is establishes a plane that's flat, square, and parallel to the machine travel. So if you put it on a surface plate, it might be 10 thousandths out. But as far as it is now concerned, it is perfect because it's been remachined as it sits in the machine. It's perfect. Now, one thing you'll notice is a lot of small passes. And, obviously I didn't have this stud in there and that dowel pin in there. I took this picture after I machined it. The obvious choice most people would make is to take a 2 or 3 inch cutter and skim that block in. And I get that. That's a pretty large piece. And when you use a 3/4 inch end mill, it takes a little longer. But I can tell you, when you use an end mill, you really do get much flatter and much more parallel. These big end mills are what I used to call them fly cutters, but carbide face mills. You've seen it, as they go across the piece and they drop off, there's a release in tension and they're not totally flat. If I were to mic this part and check it with an indicator after I cut it with that, it'd probably be within a couple thousandths, but with this, it was perfect. So what I was able to do is set this um, part back on the sub table after I had machined it, and it was within a half a thousandths all the way around. And the O-ring groove came out perfect, and I was really happy that I was able to use some old technology that I used many years ago running Hydrotels. And if you've seen my video called Magic Parallels, same principle. When I have a big job, it's going to be perfect. I put 4 blocks on the machine, bolt them down on the machine table, and skim them in, just cold roll blocks. And then I know that whatever I'm working on is flat, parallel, and square with the machine travel. So I hope that helps you. That is one way that I used just this week to machine something plus or minus a thousandths. And I didn't do the circumference thing on this, but this is 16 inches in diameter. That's a lot of square lineage there to get within a thousandths, but we nailed it. So I hope that helps you. We'll see you in the next video.